All right, let's move on to the team that lost a heartbreaker of a championship. It was the Washington Spirit. They finished second in the standings, close to winning that shield, but not close enough. They made it to the championship before falling to Gotham. Adrian Gonzalez is their head coach, and they have made some changes in this offseason. There was all the talk about Trinity Rodman. They've signed her. She's back. She's not going anywhere. They also added some other players. Defender Lucia Di Guglielmo comes in, forward Claudia Martinez, and defender Elizabeth Say. They've also said goodbye to some big name players: Ule Sar, Brittany Ratcliffe, Narumi, Courtney Brown, and Croix Bethune, the latest to say adios to our nation's capital. A lot of changes that they have made, McCall. When you think about it, the holes that maybe they had last season, did they fill them with the changes that they've made this winter?
I would have never let go of Croix, no matter what you offered me.
I wonder if it was a money thing.
No way.
You know what I mean?
And we never truly know nowadays, because players have rights, and so if they're unhappy, they ask to be moved, and they got to get, it's got to be player consented for the move. So Croix agreed. So we have to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So
they also signed Trinity Rodman to a very big deal. They had to make up some room, maybe.
Well, not even that. Maybe Croix said, I want this amount of money, and they didn't have it left.
Exactly.
So
yeah, that's what I mean.
There's just so many things we don't know, but just remember that Croix agreed to that. And so she wasn't bleeding Spirit the way that we thought. And I think this is going to be an amazing move for her to be around players in Kansas City, because I think if she can work on her final ball, that will be the next evolution of Croix. And I think when you have Chewinga running, Cooper running, she can really learn those diagonal balls, the texture on her ball, because I think Croix can be the most important number 10 for us moving forward in our country. If she can learn to get that final pass, she will be lethal for us. And I think Kansas City environment will bring that out of her.
Okay, so Washington didn't have a hole initially, and then they let go of Croix. Now, is there a hole on their roster?
Who's going to play number 10 for them?
Maybe they move Lacey Santos up a little bit more. Maybe Rebecca Bernal goes into that 6th position.
Because
I have a lot of questions about the Spirit. They let go a lot of players that I'm like, this seemed to be sort of the spine of your team in a way. We also have to remember Andy Sullivan's going to be coming back.
And potentially Ashley Hatch.
Potentially Ashley Hatch.
So,
could take some time.
But attacking midfielder.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think the biggest question I have is, okay, yeah, you've re-signed Trinity Rodman. Let her get her bag. Absolutely. Come on. Full send. How is she getting the ball? What does that look like? How are you scoring? Who's the creative heartbeat of this team now in that 10 position? I think you look at the teams that are successful in the NWSL, that's what they have on lock, is a player like that. Because if you're not getting the ball up to the forwards, you're not able to be much more dynamic than we were 5-6 years ago in the NWSL. It's just not gonna happen. It's similar to what we were saying with Gotham when they were missing Rose, and before Jaden Shaw got there, it was, okay, so you're pulling Esther down into the 10. Now what? And they didn't score that many goals. They should have scored way more. So for Spirit, I'm kind of looking at it the same way. Who's feeding these forwards? Or
then, Lisa, what do you think about their backs, though? Because they pick up Lucia, great pickup, but you don't have an outside back problem at the Spirit right now.
No, they have so many defenders.
And so, like, who's going to bump up from the back line to the midfield, and who in the midfield is going to go higher? I don't see what's happening there. That's not.
Rebecca Bernal, I think that's probably the easiest.
She'll probably move up.
fix.
Yeah.
She is a central midfielder.
But then Hal becomes 8, but then who's still the 10? Who's that attacking minded?
I wonder if Sofia Cantore,
I think Abiodun
Monday.
Deborah Abiodun had a really good end to last year. She came in and she's a young player. There's still such a high ceiling that she can reach. But Abiodun is a player that I think might take on more responsibility with this group moving forward. I don't know. I don't see them dropping Sofia Cantore deeper.
What do you think about Hatch as a 10?
No. I think she's such a 9.
I know. Her hold-up play is so good.
And she's really coming back from being out for a year. You don't change your position then. Like, right? You want to try to
they got to buy somebody, guys. The answer is they got to go buy somebody.
There's still time.
There's
some
still time.
I don't know. When I look at Spirit, I'm thinking top 7.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
I'm thinking they'll make playoffs. I'm saying they're in the 7 range.
I don't know why. I just think with Adrian Gonzalez and this group, they somehow pull it out every year, no matter what dips they have. That he is such a good coach in getting players on the same side. I'm going top 4 for Washington.
Lisa, I agree. I think he makes a team. Like when none of their players last season were really, putting 10 out of 10 performances on, he had this lovely way of having every single one of the players on the field have a 7 or better performance every single game. And so collectively they were very strong. And there was times when I was watching them, I was like, they're just coached well. Mm-hmm. They do small things right all the time, and they feel very connected. They know their mission, and they seem sharp week in and week out. And they were just consistently staying in that top 4 from good coaching, good performances.
I don't know, because I could also argue they haven't won a championship in the last couple of years. They've made it to a final.
No. And now
it's a management thing.
If you could see them, you could see them panic.
Love Adrian Gonzalez. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Now he gets a full run up with the team, which is great. But I don't know, with these changes, I'm just like, I don't know. I still think they're going to make playoffs.
Yeah. And with the full run up for Adrian, he hasn't had that yet, and he's been so successful, right? Mm-hmm. Like that, to me, it's going to work out. It's going to work out for Washington. I think they got Michelle Kang. That's like, let's do whatever you want. We'll buy you.
That's why I think they're going to buy somebody.
I think so too.
They should buy someone. There's a little bit of time, less than a month until the season starts, but they have time to pick up someone, to bring in someone, even if it was a second half signing that comes maybe after the European season is done. I could see them making a move then after they've gotten the first couple months of the season under their feet.
So are we playing starting a rumor or
next show? We should
next show.
It's all going to be Washington who they're bringing in.